Hey guys, back to some tasting notes for you, and today I wanted to jump into a couple of what I would consider reasonable rums. Reasonable in price, but they're also quality rums, and they will really help expand your palate and your understanding of what's out there in the rum world. Both of these are pretty widely available across the United States. The difference with these two specific bottles, though, is these are store picks. So these were barrels that were picked specifically by a retailer for a specific reason. The Dr. Bird was picked by Chips Liquor in San Diego, and you can purchase this through their website. It's their Jamaican juice box release, and this has a Madeira cask finish, which is something that sets it apart from just your typical Dr. Bird. Dr. Bird typically retails about $25 a bottle. This specific pick, $29 a bottle. So you're paying $4 extra for that Madeira cask finish that was selected exclusively by Chips Liquor. This Casa Magdalena is selected by Undertow in Phoenix, which is a tiki bar in Phoenix, Arizona. If you haven't been, you walk down the stairs and you'd swear you're in the hull of a ship. They have an amazing cocktail program. They do a great job with everything on their menu. If you haven't been, I highly recommend it. This Casa Magdalena, though, is actually imported and bottled by House Spirits. They age it up there in Portland, Oregon, and they are the same ones behind Westward Whiskey, which is why I have this up here on the table. So Casa Magdalena, Undertow in Phoenix, Arizona pick, Dr. Bird, the Jamaican Madeira cask finish from Chips Liquor in San Diego. Let's jump into these guys. First, the Dr. Bird, and wow, you can tell it's Jamaican rum right off the nose. Lots of funkiness. The hogo, which hogo is in reference to hot gout or game meat, and you may be thinking, why would I want to drink something that smells like that? Well, there is a lot of funkiness going on there, and the first time you smell it, you may think sweaty gym socks. It's strong, but I get a lot of overripe banana, some acidity like a passion fruit, and then red berry fruits. Yeah, great representation of a Jamaican rum. Lots of funkiness. That Jamaican funk lends itself to a real like banana cream pie on the palate. And then the Madeira cask finish, there's a little spice there, and then falls off into like a strawberry custard. Lots of strawberry and vanilla on the back end of this, and it just lingers with that strawberry, a little bit of the passion fruit acidity. And I get a lot of strawberry notes on the back end of this. This one would be fun to try in a lot of tiki drinks, zombies, swizzles. I would have no problems throwing this into any of those. And really with the Madeira cask finish, it makes it easily one you could sip neat or even on the rocks. Yeah, that Madeira cask finish just gives it enough that it kind of has more of a mellow, just lingering finish. So yeah, I would definitely pay the $4 extra and get the Chips pick. I really like the way the Madeira cask plays with that Jamaican funk. Very good. So now we'll jump into the Casa Magdalena. As I said, this is Undertow's pick from Phoenix, Arizona. I have not actually tried this one. So this is my first time. I wanted to give you my initial notes on this. I've heard good things about it, but I haven't actually tried it. So this one is about $25 a bottle. Oh, big difference on the nose. So this is why this is such a great contrast. The Jamaican funkiness, you get that on the nose right away. This Casa Magdalena, so much cleaner and just really bright tropical notes. Lots of pineapple, a little like kettle corn. Yeah, a little oakiness, but it's so bright, and tropical mango. Just you get a lot of those tropical fruits. Wow, that is really good, especially at that price point. This is 60% alcohol by volume, so about 120 proof, as opposed to this, which is 100 proof. So there's definitely a big difference in the proof on these two. But boy, that is so smooth for that 120 proof. And on the palate, there's a ton of that bright tropical fruit. The kettle corn, bananas Foster, whereas this was like the overripe banana and that kind of creamy banana pie. This is more of the caramelized banana you would get in like a bananas Foster. Yeah, and this has a very dry finish, whereas this was more of a lingering, kind of creamy, lingering finish. This is much drier. This would play really well in like a Hemingway daiquiri, a traditional daiquiri. would love to try this in some spirit-forward rum cocktails. So here you have two different examples of rums that have very different characteristics, but both would play really well in a number of cocktail programs, and they're both absolutely good enough that you can enjoy them neat or on the rocks. I would have no problems drinking either one of these neat. So the Dr. Bird, the Jamaican funky rum from Chips Liquor, the Casa Magdalena, I'll tell you, this is some amazing stuff for a $25 bottle. I would highly recommend this one too. 60 proof, or 60% alcohol by volume, 120 proof. Both of these would play great in all your tiki drinks, cocktails, and even spirit-forward drinks. It'd be fun to mix these two into Mai Tai and kind of see what develops, because so many different tropical things going on in these two rums. So there you go, tasting notes, Dr. Bird from Jamaican. This is through Chips Liquor, Casa Magdalena through Undertow in Phoenix. Those are your store picks. Hope you get a chance to try them. If you have any questions, be sure to let me know here on West Coast Rum Society. Hope you get out there and enjoy some rum.